on the next episode of Dared BlackHearts Spooky Club.
Welcome to our haunted house. Enter if you dare. Now your soul is mine.
Night at 8 on TV 13.
Hello again, ghouls and goblins, and welcome back to the channel. Today's spooky adventure brings me to Krispy Kreme. Why Krispy Kreme? Because it's the middle of August and Krispy Kreme has already dropped their fall menu. We're talking about all of the drinks, the frozen pumpkin spice latte. That's right, pumpkin spice season is in full effect already at Krispy Kreme. They've also got like the maple cheesecake donut, the tried and true pumpkin spice donut. So probably going to try at least those two donuts today and the frozen pumpkin spice latte. And I may hit up a few stores while I'm out and about, possibly DD's Discounts, which I've never been to before, but I understand that they have Halloween merchandise out, and Five Below, because I called up to Five Below and they said that they've got a great deal of the Halloween merchandise already on store shelves. So how's it gonna look? We got a food review and a Halloween hunt all rolled into one today. So join me if you dare.
It's a new start, welcome to the Spooky Club. I got a black heart, it's a new start, welcome to the Spooky Club. Take that! Join the Spooky Club.
So there's the fall menu down at the bottom, but it looks like they also have Pokemon going on. Well, the hot sign's on, so that's a good sign. They should be fresh this morning. So let's see if they've got it. Yes, do you guys still have the pumpkin spice menu?
I'm sorry?
The pumpkin spice fall menu, do you guys still have that?
Yes, we do.
What do you have on that?
I'm sorry?
What donuts come with that? Yeah, I'm just,
it's the Biscoff, the cafe mocha, pumpkin spice, and the maple cheesecake, and then you get some glazed donuts in there.
okay, can I just get two? I'd like to get the pumpkin spice, and what were the other ones?
It was the Biscoff, the maple cheesecake, and then the cafe mocha.
Let me get the maple cheesecake, please.
Alright.
And then for the drink, I'd like to get a frozen pumpkin spice latte, please.
What size?
Small will be fine.
Alright.
And that'll be all. Not terrible. $10 for a drink and two donuts. I mean, in 2026, I guess you can't really beat that, but I opted for the frozen pumpkin spice latte. First pumpkin spice of the year, and it's another hot day today. It's extremely hot today, so it's already like 10 a.m. as I'm filming this, so this should definitely hit the spot. I wish I had opted for no whipped cream, but oh well. Here we go. Definitely tastes like fall now with the pumpkin spice latte here from Krispy Kreme. Man, if I drink all of this thing, I ain't gonna be any good today because all this sugar is definitely gonna slow me down. Some people get like a sugar rush. For me, I feel like sugar makes me crash, and I feel like I can't really function if I get too much sugar. But let's get another sip of the frozen pumpkin spice latte here. It's actually really good and refreshing. And then, of course, I opted for the two donuts. That's the tried and true pumpkin spice. And this one, I think, what did I get? I got the maple cheesecake. All right, I got the maple cheesecake. So let's go for the tried and true first. Let's try the good old pumpkin spice donut. Tastes just as good as it always does. It basically tastes like the chocolate cake donuts, but of course with pumpkin spice. It's never changed its taste over the years. Definitely 13 out of 13 BlackHearts for that. Now, I am curious about the frozen pumpkin, I am curious about the maple cheesecake, and it smells like, I don't know, it smells like a combination of a wax melt or pancake syrup. I'm gonna go more with the wax melt, but let's try it. And of course, it is cream filled on the inside. Okay, this one honestly tastes like the old school Krispy Kreme cream puffs. You can see the filling on the inside there, but with a little bit of maple syrup. I don't really taste the cheesecake anywhere on it though, but let me get another bite of this one. I'm contemplating which one I want to finish. I think I'm going to roll with this one. I think I'm honestly going to have to say the maple cheesecake this year tops the pumpkin spice cake. I'm going to give this one 13 out of 13 BlackHearts. And I mean, on that same note, I've got to give the pumpkin spice cake 13 out of 13 BlackHearts because it's just as good. But this one, for some reason this morning, this one is hitting the spot. No. This one, guys, plus it's fresh because they just had the hot sign on. Guys, this one this morning is doing the trick. Like, seriously doing the trick. Yeah. Maple cheesecake for the win. Highly, highly recommend it. Definitely. Like, I think that may be the first time I've ever finished a donut on camera. Now my fingers are super messy, but I've got napkins. And of course, I've got absolutely no napkins. So I've got to be like a toddler here and lick my fingers. Thankfully, I've got hand sanitizer in the car. So I think the fall menu is around for like a limited time only here in the middle of August. And then I think they're bringing it back sometime in late September or early October. And of course, they will always do the Halloween donuts also. They've done Scooby-Doo over the years. They've done Ghostbusters. There's been no mention of what the theme will be this year, but I'm sure it's going to be probably something pretty awesome. They did He-Man and the Masters of the Universe earlier this year as a collab with the movie that was out. Let's get another sip of the pumpkin spice. The best out of all of this was definitely the maple cheesecake, 1000%. All right, so there you go. Without turning into a food channel, last night I hit up McDonald's for the Hello Kitty Godzilla Happy Meal, so be sure to check out that video, and they're dropping nationwide today on the 18th of August as I'm filming this morning. So there's tons of cool stuff out there food-wise. If you're looking for it, Little Debbie has already started dropping her Halloween items, and I'll be doing a food review on all of the Halloween items this year. As a matter of fact, Ashley Graves from the Fright Chronicles and my co-host from the Old BlackHearts Club will be joining me on that because there's so many items this year. There's no way, guys, I can try like 30 items myself. So she's going to get all sugared up and carved up with me for that video. So anyway, now it's time to hit up possibly DD's Discount. Never been there before, and possibly another store if I find anything else today on this Halloween hunt. Now that I'm full of sugar, let's go find some Halloween. So first up, I think I'm going to hit Five Below. So let's check out Five Below to see if they've got the full drop just yet. All right, so here we go. First up, let's try Five Below this morning. And look at this. Here are the blow molds from Five Below this year. That definitely reminds me of the one from Michael's. Check out the Ghost here. Are these battery operated or plug-in? All right, they're battery operated for the LED Ghost blow mold, but that definitely reminds me of the one from Michael's a few years ago. And of course, they've got the little skeleton pieces here too, the snake and all of that. I don't see the price on it, but I do believe that the ghost blow mold is $20. There's also the mist cauldron. Look at the candles here. These are actually really, really cool. And again, guys, they're just putting it all out. So I don't know the actual pricing on all of this. Here's the LED ghost family. I'm assuming some of this has got to be $5. I think the dancing skeleton projector is $5. Here's the 3-pack LED ghost candles. They've got that old school 90s look. And then we've got the light up ghost wreath also for $5. And then this is, oh, I thought this was another blow mold, but no, this is just like kind of a flocked styrofoam piece. And then over here we've got string lights, 20 count string lights, either the jack-o'-lanterns or the ghosts. You can see there, that's how they look. And we've got the 2-foot hanging LED ghost, kind of just like the one from Dollar Tree, only it's got lights inside of it. And here's the new collection here with like the zombie monster hands there. LED tinsel web, the gauze web. Here's a 2-foot LED witch. And then look at this. We even have LED ceramic houses also, guys. They have put out so much Halloween since the last time I was here. The 3-pack of the LED pumpkin candles, and look at all of these, the jack-o'-lanterns here, the little pillows, and then down here we've got a flocked cat. Thought it was a blow mold for a minute, but it's just a flocked cat. And then they even have some Halloween posters over here. You can choose from Halloween 2, or Scream, or Friday the 13th, or Freddy, as well as Pennywise. And then if we swing back around over here, look at this. So much new stuff out. Look at the animatronic scarecrow, 5.5 foot animatronic scarecrow. Look at the detail on this guy. And there's actually a demo up that I'm going to show you in just a minute. And they've got the inflatable stacked pumpkins, the inflatable spiders. They've got the inflatable ghosts. And yes, they're even in the process of still putting stuff out. But wait a minute, there's one more. Look at this one. Here's the animatronic bride, 5.7 feet for her, and still tons of the viral Frankenstein pillows. And look at all of this. Here's like a blow mold over here in this bag. It's kind of like the Dollar Tree style blow mold, unfortunately. So not really that cool, not kind of the blow molds I like, but putting out Halloween as hard as they can. And look back here, they've already taken down the back to school display to set up Halloween. Here's a hanging ghost with witch hat. And then here we've got the inflatable dog costume, pumpkin stakes, skull stakes. I was not prepared for all of this. They even have ghost face masks. So much Halloween. Wow. But wait a minute. Let's go ahead and get to this. Here's the scarecrow animatronic. Let's see what he does.
Welcome to our haunted house. Enter if you dare. Now your soul is mine.
All right, that's actually really cool. And I think these are like $40 this year, I believe. And they also have the inflatable duck costume and the inflatable dino costume, $20 each for these. Not gonna lie, the Spider-Man shulker cap is actually kind of cool. But back here, it's kind of the same stuff, more of the pillows, the stackable pumpkins, the Frankenstein pumpkins, and I've got that witch. She was one of the first pieces to come out this year. And they do have the light up ghost here on display. You can kind of see it's really vague with the string lights that are underneath it. A few Halloween cups also, and some paper plates. And here's the like wood front porch signs of the stacked jack-o'-lanterns and skulls. And of course, the 3-foot skeleton for $7. But I am digging the skull here that looks like a spider. That's really cool. And then here's the light up cats. You've got it in black. And I think they're supposed to have a orange one also, but they do have the orange light up jack-o'-lanterns as well as the white light up jack-o'-lanterns. And here's the 10-foot ghost inflatable for $35 and the XL skeleton spider. And over here we've got the larger skeletons, the 5.5-foot skeletons to be exact, as well as some of the metal yardsticks down here. We've got the trick-or-treat cauldron. We've got like the skeleton here. There's the skeleton, but I think this is probably the coolest. Look at the vintage stylings on that. Kind of tempted to go ahead and get that and just set it in my front yard already. I think these are $10 each, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're $10. I'm not sure on that to be exact, but it may be a pickup for sure today. And here's a look at the Halloween t-shirts this year. Here's the Halloween 2 Michael Myers shirt. Here's Scary Movie. I saw the new Scary Movie and it was absolutely ridiculous. And here's Nightmare Before Christmas, Long Live the Pumpkin King. And here is Friday the 13th. And then here we've got like these little Snoopy fleece shorts. And of course these are all like $5.55 now for the Halloween merch. I definitely believe this is new. Bedazzle a duck. 700 gems to bedazzle a duck. And then there's some cocktail napkins out also. But for the most part, the rest of it looks to be what we've already seen at Five Below. And this one's a little late to the dance, but I will say the Jaws tote bag is really cool. Like, that one's cool. All right, so next up is going to be Dee Dee's Discounts. First time for me here to see what I can find for Halloween. Now, this place is in the bad part of town. Got asked for $5 walking into Dee Dee's Discounts here. All right, so I'm kind of feeling like this is a good buy. It's the Super 7 Bride of Frankenstein glow-in-the-dark piece, and she's riding on the big wheel, and it's marked down for $6.99, and these are normally like $20. I'm kind of contemplating this. That's what it really looks like though, so I don't know. It's kind of weird. I probably don't need it. It's just an impulse, but it is cool. Well, they do have the sign up that says Scary Good Deals, so let's see what Halloween we can find. Alright, so here is the first bit of Halloween I think I've found. I think there may be another section. We got the 3 ghosts here riding on the witch's broom for $9.99. Got the kitchen towels for $3.99. Looks like you get a stack of 6 in there. That's actually a really good deal. Microfiber, $3.99 for 6. And I'm telling you, these things are popping up absolutely everywhere this year. The ghost walking the dog for $5.99. See the Dee Dee's price tag there. And then here we've got the Halloween hand towels. How much are the Halloween hand towels? $5.99. 16 by 26 for those. And then, of course, Summerween alert here, $6.99 for the little pink pumpkin with the ghost. And we've got the little ghost here wearing the candy corn hat. $3.99 for that one. And then this one lights up. And that one is $4.99. And a larger ghost holding the candy corn. Also for $3.99. And back here, I think these are candles possibly. Comes with a spoon to stir the cauldron. Hand painted piece, $6.99. I'm assuming it's a candle. No, it's a soup bowl. It's for soup or noodles or whatever. It makes sense now. That's why it comes with the spoon to stir the pot, so to speak. And we've got the pink jack-o'-lantern here for $8.99. I thought it was a gel piece at first, but it's not. It reminded me of the gel pieces from the 90s and the 2000s, but unfortunately it's not, because if it had been a gel piece, I probably would have grabbed it. But ironically enough, there's a Paws marble Easter egg decorating kit here for 49 cents. How awesome would it have been if it had been a Paws Halloween makeup kit for 49 cents? Alright, so it continues. If you're into Summerween, DD Discount definitely has you covered. They've got the little wooden spooky block for $2.99. They've got the dead inside skull for $3.99. And these monsters are literally starting to pop up everywhere this year. I've said it before and I'll say it again. They definitely remind me of Monsters, Inc. $3.99 for that. And we've got the creepy candy jar, cookie jar for $12.99. You've got spiders on your sweets. And then we've got this one here. The pink is just overtaken DD's discounts. Like, wow. $6.99 for that one. And we've got Let's Go Ghouls, $2.99. And then finally, some Peace and Quiet for $5.99. And back here, If I Had Feelings, They'd Be For You. Guys, DD Discounts is just about as bad as the Michaels collection for the Mischief and Magic this year. I can't get into the pink. I can't do it. But they do have some cool wall art back here. Oh wow, look at this. This is actually really nice. Look at that. $11.99, and it's glossy. And of course, you've got Halloween too also, and it's kind of like a prismatic piece. I didn't even notice there's Laurie Strode and Michael's eyes. And then up there we've got Chucky for $8.99, and we've got Pennywise for $8.99. The Halloween 2 one probably is the best. And these jack-o'-lanterns even have eyelashes, and they light up. But they are plug-ins for what it's worth. $8.99 for the medium size, and then the larger size one is $10.99. So if you're looking for jack-o'-lanterns with eyelashes, DD's Discounts has them. Then they even have the smaller ones also. How much are the smaller ones? The smaller ones are $6.99. And then this is the traditional jack-o'-lantern here. I tell you, they almost feel like the old gel lights from back in the day. $10.99 for that one, but definitely not, because look at all the glitter that has fallen off of them down to the mat down here for $6.99. And we've got a ghost pillow back here also. And this one is, I can't find the tag on the ghost. The ghost is ghosting me, guys. But nonetheless, there's a witch ghost pillow holding the broom. And of course, Summerween alert. Got the ghost holding the lifesaver there for $4.99. And then we've got the little pink cutesy ghost for $4.99. And this should definitely say how many days until Summerween, because again, I know that pink goes with the month of October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but I just cannot get on board with pink for Halloween. $4.99 for the block there. Let's see if this ghost has a price on him. Oh, we might be in luck. $10.99 for the witch ghost pillow. And then they've got one here that says Dead, made by the Halloween shop. And this one is $10.99 also for the Dead pillow. And tons of fall wreaths down here. And they've got these little hanging ghost pieces here. $2.99 for that one. And we've got a string of ghosts. And the stuffing has fallen out of that one. 6-foot decorative garland for $5.99 here at DD's Discount. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up this video. Highly recommend hitting up Krispy Kreme if you're jonesing for your pumpkin spice fix for 2026. Highly recommend that maple cheesecake cream puff. Definitely hit the spot this morning, as well as the frozen pumpkin spice latte, but now I'm ready for a nap. And Five Below, they've put out more, but they've still got a ways to go. And DD's Discounts, first time and probably last time, was not impressed. But like I mentioned earlier, another food review coming soon with Ashley Graves. Very in-depth. We're going to probably cover 90% of the food items for spooky season 2026. And as I'm filming this, guys, got to wrap this up because I just got a text. I believe my daughter is going to have her baby today. So, baby Blackheart, I think, is getting ready to arrive. So, on that note, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And if you're new here and you like this type of content, I do all things Halloween, Summerween, and everything in between, including holiday and retro related. So if you're new here and you like this type of content, how about slashing that subscribe button and also turning on that notification bell so you don't miss a moment of the spooky retro fun that I have here on the channel. And until next time, I'll see you on the dark side.